is one of the 100 most influential people. Right now, he's among the 50 richest men on the planet at the age of 32. He stole nobody's coin. But what is more shocking to me is that he was literally declared a billionaire when he was 26. Then I thought, could there be an unsung hero behind his story? I found there was. The young man, the brain behind Facebook, had an interest in computers at an early stage. When he was 12 years of age, to keep with his burgeoning interest in computers, his parents, Edward, who is a dentist, and Karen, who is a psychiatrist, they hired for him a computer wizard, David Newman, to coach the young lad at the age of 12. Later on, David Newman reported to some news guys that he couldn't keep up with the pace of the young prodigy. Today, these two guys, the parents of Mark, that is Edward and Karen, are the unsung heroes. We celebrate a billionaire not knowing the story behind it. And what happens in Kenya? When a child touches a phone, watcha, stop, TV, everything. Everything. You don't want to give them an opportunity to explore anything. We were never taught about money by our parents. Must we pass it on? We never sat down to be trained how to make a difference. We were conditioned to work hard, to get good grades, to get a good job. Is that true? But you can do something different, like Mark's parents. Because I believe a child's brain is not just a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Spoon feeding doesn't teach a child anything but the shape of the spoon. Your job is to expose this child to different possibilities. Let them go to the menu of life, but they select for themselves what they want. What I do with my children, when I learn they have a certain interest, we invest in that interest. By the time she was in class 4, my daughter was competing for her swimming. Very fairy. You identify a talent, you invest in it. And not just the child in your home, but even the children in your compound. And finally, let me say this. A man receives nothing unless it's given him from above. The Bible says that the blessing of the Lord maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. You know, there is a presidential veto power in Kenya and many other countries known as clemency. And a president or a state of government, a head of government or a head of state, they have some unique powers to release people who were incarcerated in prison. A story is told when President Moi decided to release a lifetime prisoner from a Kisii jail. This guy was so excited that he didn't even remember the traffic rules. He was so excited when he was released at the presidential clemency, he never looked right or left. He ran so fast from the prison gates, he was knocked dead by a moving vehicle. I repeat, the blessing of the Lord maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. He came to set the captives free. And I believe it's God's interest to set us free from our various prison houses. And one way to experience this freedom is by giving back to the community. You see, the pharaohs of Egypt used to be buried with gold and silver and bronze, but worse, with their male servants and female servants, so that when they wake up on the other side of the Great Divide, they wake up with their servants ready to be served. Over the years, the pyramids have been vandalized. Precious commodities have been stolen. That's why, because Jesus knew about this behavior, he taught, store up your treasure where thieves cannot break and the moths cannot eat. Thank you, and God bless you.